The sprawling command bridge of the Imperial flagship Valor was a hive of activity. Alarms blared softly, screens flickered with tactical data, and commanders barked orders with grim urgency. The Empire's forces, once confident in their unchallenged supremacy, now found themselves battered and broken. Admiral Lyon paced back and forth, his face tight with frustration and disbelief. "How is this possible?" he demanded. "We have the largest fleet in the sector. We have advanced weapons, overwhelming numbers, and strategic control, yet we are losing to humans." Captain Wren, standing nearby, nodded grimly. "They fight differently. More cunning, unpredictable, and relentless." Lyon's gaze locked on the main view screen where a handful of human ships darted between Imperial warships, striking with surgical precision before vanishing into the shadows of space. "They're like ghosts," Wren said quietly. For centuries, the Empire had dominated the galaxy's star systems. Their iron-fisted rule stretched across countless worlds, enforced by overwhelming military power and strict control of resources. Other species had long accepted their subjugation, fearing the Empire's wrath. Humans, by contrast, had always been underestimated. Once scattered and struggling with their own planetary conflicts, they were dismissed as insignificant. Their technology was thought inferior, their forces too disorganized for any real threat. But then the tides changed. The first signs of human resurgence were dismissed as minor skirmishes near the outer colonies. Small fleets of human ships, far better than anyone expected, appeared unexpectedly. The Empire responded with force, crushing many of these incursions with ease. Yet each defeat was followed by another, larger and more coordinated. The humans learned, adapted, and evolved. They tapped into resources and alliances long ignored, their ships becoming faster, stronger, more lethal. Admiral Lyon recalled the reports from the field commanders. They are relentless. They refuse to retreat, to surrender. Their resilience borders on fanaticism. Resilience born from desperation and hope, Captain Wren replied. In the meantime, the human fleets had consolidated near the borders of the Empire's core systems. They moved with purpose, reclaiming worlds once lost and inspiring uprisings among oppressed populations. On the bridge of the human battleship Liberty, Commander Jonas stared at the galactic map glowing before him. "Our people have waited too long," he said, voice steady with conviction. "The Empire's grip is slipping. It's time to remind the galaxy who the true army is." Lieutenant Mara, his second-in-command, smiled. "They think we are small, scattered, weak. They have no idea." Back at the Imperial Command, a new crisis unfolded. "Imperial defenses are faltering," reported General Varric, head of planetary security. "We've lost 3 key systems in the last month. Supply lines are disrupted. Morale is plummeting." "Admiral," Lyon slammed his fist on the console. "Reinforcements must be sent immediately. The Empire cannot fall to what was once considered insignificant." General Varric shook his head. "The reinforcements are delayed. The humans have sabotaged our communication arrays and disrupted jump routes." Lyon's expression darkened. "They're fighting a war we barely understand." Meanwhile, human ships coordinated a major offensive on the Imperial system of Rexus, a critical industrial hub. Commander Jonas gave the order. "Begin the assault. Show them the strength of humanity united." The human fleet moved with precision and speed, overwhelming the Imperial defenders. Their ships were smaller but more maneuverable, their crews highly trained and fiercely motivated. Imperial Captain Salan struggled to hold the defenses. "We're losing control of the outer orbitals," he reported. "The humans have breached the station's shields." Admiral Lyon clenched his jaw. "Fall back to the inner defenses, buy time." But even retreat was costly. The humans pressed their advantage relentlessly. As the battle raged, a chilling transmission cut through the noise, broadcast to every Imperial ship and command station. A calm, resolute voice spoke. "This is Commander Jonas of the human fleet. The Empire has grown complacent, blinded by its power and arrogance. You have faced only a fraction of our true strength. The real army of humanity is yet to arrive." The message sent a shockwave through the Imperial forces. "The true army has yet to show up," Captain Wren muttered, staring at the message in disbelief. "What does that mean?" Admiral Lyon's eyes narrowed. "It means this fight is far from over. If this is only a fraction, we are in grave danger." In the hidden human shipyards scattered across neutral systems, fleets were assembling. Warships of all sizes, bristling with new technology, and manned by crews ready for the ultimate fight. On the command deck of one such ship, Commander Jonas stood before his assembled captains. "The Empire believes they face a disorganized, weak enemy," he said. "They are wrong. The true army of humanity is vast and prepared. Our strength comes not from numbers alone, but from our will to survive and protect what we hold dear." A murmur of agreement spread through the room. "Today we strike not just to win battles, but to change the course of history." Back on the Valor, Admiral Lyon convened a desperate council. "We must prepare for the full might of humanity," he warned. "Our scouts confirm massive fleets moving through the outer systems. They will reach our core worlds within months." General Varick spoke up, voice grim. "We need new strategies, faster ships, better coordination, and perhaps diplomacy." Marin, the Empire's chief strategist, shook her head. "Diplomacy may be too late. The humans have tasted victory. They will not stop until the Empire is no more." The months that followed were brutal. Human fleets advanced system by system, liberating worlds and dismantling Imperial control. Each victory galvanized more species and planets to join the human cause. Imperial forces, overwhelmed and demoralized, struggled to regroup. Yet, amid the chaos, Admiral Lyon refused to surrender. "We will adapt," he declared. "The Empire will not fall to a species they once deemed inferior." The turning point came during the Battle of Keltris, where the largest Imperial fleet faced the full human armada. The battle was unlike any before. Massive warships clashed in fiery exchanges, fighters dogfighting through debris fields, and planetary defenses shaken to their core. Amid the chaos, the humans unveiled new weapons: energy cannons that disabled systems without destruction, advanced drones that repaired ships mid-combat, and tactics that overwhelmed even the Empire's best generals. Captain Wren, wounded but resolute, watched the battle unfold. "This is the true army," she whispered. "Stronger, smarter, unyielding." When the dust settled, the Empire was battered, its forces fractured. The message was clear. Humanity's rise was unstoppable. Commander Jonas addressed the galaxy from the captured Keltris command station. "The Empire has ruled through fear and oppression. Today marks the dawn of a new era. The true army of humanity has arrived, not to conquer, but to unite and protect." Years later, the galaxy was unrecognizable. Humans led a coalition of species that valued freedom, cooperation, and progress. The Empire was no more than a memory, its arrogance shattered by the very people it once underestimated. On the bridge of the Liberty, Commander Jonas stood looking at the stars. "The Empire was strong," he said softly, "but it failed to see what made humanity unstoppable." Lieutenant Mara smiled. "Our true strength wasn't in ships or weapons, but in our spirit." Jonas nodded. "And that spirit will guide the galaxy's future." The Empire had reeled, brought to its knees by a force it could not comprehend. The true army, the resilient, determined and united humans, had finally arrived, and the galaxy would never be the same.